So now that we've gone through all of the basic editing elements inside the website editor, let's take a look at a super simple template that you can use as your first website design or as an updated website design that is actually geared towards getting you leads and generating sales. Our goal is not to win a web design award or have a super complicated website. It's to give people exactly the information that they're going to need to be able to make a decision and take the next step in our sales funnel. At the top, we're going to start with a navigation bar. You can add a full width 1-column row, and under Elements, simply look for Navigation menu. Then you can edit each of the individual pieces in this navigation menu by selecting the element and editing it on the right. Next, we want to add our hero section, and we can do this by going under Add Elements, under Pre-Built Sections, Welcome, and looking at the different options that exist in these pre-built sections. Select whichever option that you like best. However, I would recommend that you select one of the ones that has text on the left and picture on the right, since as readers, we typically read left to right. The information that you'll want to put in your hero element is very simply the major problem that you help your clients solve. Then, underneath in the subheading, we can add 1 or 2 additional sentences about how we help our clients solve that problem. It's important to keep this super simple and super to the point. Nobody's going to be reading a book here. Our goal is to just give people the exact information as clear as possible that they need to make a decision. Then we want our call to action button, and we want this to be as clear as possible on what the next step is. We want to avoid things like learn more and aim for things like download the guide or schedule free call or take the free assessment. We want it to be super clear. On the right, for our hero image, we want to feature a person enjoying or experiencing success from our product or service. It's important that we can select a high quality image, which you can do so from the stock images under image options, and that the content of the picture is related to the problem that we're solving. If our business is focused on fitness, we don't necessarily want a business casual person. We want somebody doing something related to fitness. Bonus points if you can find an image where the person's gaze is pointed in the direction of our hero statement and our call to action. After our call to action, we want to add a section that's called the stakes section. This is where we will, in our ideal client's own words, describe to them more about the pain point that they're experiencing. To add the stakes section, we'll add a full width 2-column element and add an image, a headline, a subheadline, and 2 paragraph elements. This is where we'll describe the main pain point that our clients face. So in this case, you might put something like losing weight can feel impossible. A little further elaboration like changing your daily eating and workout habits can feel like moving mountains. And then we want to agitate that pain point a little bit more with a specific example or 2, and then introduce our service as the solution by articulating in 1 to 2 sentences how we can help alleviate that pain point. Next, we have the benefits section. And so to add this, we'll add a full width 3-column layout. And for each of these, we'll add an image, a subheadline, and a paragraph. Here, we'll articulate 3 simple benefits or outcomes that they will get from working with us, and a brief summary of the tool or the thing that they will get that will help them get that benefit. For the image, you can either add more stock images related to those benefits, or you can simply use icons by changing the image to a text element and coming over to icon and searching for an icon related to that benefit, and if you need to, resizing. Underneath the benefits is where we'll start to add social proof like testimonials. For this, you can add a pre-built section under testimonials and select the one that you like best. Then simply update the pictures and words to match the testimonials that you have. And in this case, there's another call to action button that we want to make sure matches the call to action at the top of the page. So it's just another prompt after they've seen additional information on the page to again take the call to action. This isn't a section that's typically included in a lot of website templates. However, if you're a small brand or a single owner brand, I think it's a great idea to add more about you because you are the attractive character to your brand and people are buying you over anything else. You can use a pre-built section for this by going to pre-built sections, about, and choosing the about section that you like best, then updating with your information. Underneath the about you, we can add a next steps section that will indicate to them in a few simple steps what exactly will happen right after they take your call to action. To do so, we're going to add a full width section, a 1-column row, and a 3-column row. In the 1-column row, we'll add some header text. In the 3-column row, again, we'll add images and a subheading text element. And we just want to describe to them what the exact next steps are if they take our call to action. This helps make it super clear what they can expect once they take your call to action, which in some cases can make it more likely that they'll take the next steps. If you would like to list additional features, if your product or service is really feature heavy, you can do so in a feature section, adding a full width section, a 1-column section that uses a text header, and then a 2-column section that uses a bullet list to list out all the additional features that you'd like to highlight. And then finally, we can add an FAQ section by going into pre-built sections under FAQs and selecting whichever one that you like the best. And to edit these, you'll click into the FAQ element. On the right, you'll see FAQ list. And then by clicking on the 3 lines, we can expand the FAQ to edit the text inside of there. If we'd like to add another one, we can add a plus. So we have 5, or if we want to delete any, we can do that. And again, another call to action, which we want to make sure matches the first 2. And then to round it out, you can add a pre-built footer section that has a bunch of additional links that people can use. However, you most likely won't have all of these sections, so you can delete whatever sections you don't want and then delete individually the other irrelevant sections or links in the footer. If you would like to delete all these links together, you can certainly do that and just have your logo, your social tiles, and your copyright here. But remember to click into the individual social tiles and update them with the actual link to your socials. This is a great place to start for a website that's actually designed to generate leads and sales, and you can customize this as much as you want. The main point is that we're including specific sections that give our clients exactly the information that they need quickly and simply in plain English to help them decide if they want to take the next step in our sales funnel. Be sure to save periodically as you're updating your site, and once you're done, click publish.